Hi students, Namaskaram. Now we are discussing our second practical problem in the chapter Assessment of Cooperative Societies. The income of a cooperative society for the previous year is constituted as below. First, income from business rupees 5,000. Second, income from processing agricultural produces without the aid of power rupees 6,000. Third, income from fishing and allied activities rupees 4,000. Fourth, income from interest on securities rupees 2,500. And fifth, income from house property rupees 2,300. Compute total income and tax payable. This is the question. Now we are entering into the solution. First, income from business. We know it is business income, fully taxable. In the case of other businesses, a deduction in aggregate up to rupees 50,000 is allowed under section 80p. Therefore, this 5,000 is deductible under section 80p. In the case of cooperative societies, a deduction is allowed in respect of other business income up to rupees 50,000 in aggregate under section 80p. And therefore, this rupees 5,000 income from business is allowed as deduction under section 80p from gross total income. Second, income from processing agricultural produces without the aid of power. We know it is business income. And here, the society processing the agricultural produces without the aid of power. Therefore, it is fully allowed as deduction under section 80p. This income is fully allowed as deduction under section 80p. Third, income from fishing and allied activities. It is business income. Under section 80p, any income derived to a corporate society from fishing and allied activities, it is fully deductible. Therefore, this amount rupees 4,000 is fully deductible under section 80p. Fourth point, income from interest on securities. We know it is taxable as income from other sources. Then fifth point, income from house property, rupees 2,300. It is taxable as income from house property. In the case of a cooperative societies other than housing society, urban consumer society, societies engaged in transport business, societies processing or manufacturing with the aid of power, the income from interest on securities and income from house property is allowed as deduction in full under such 80p if their gross total income is rupees 20,000 or below. If their gross total income is less than rupees 20,000. To get deduction in respect of interest on securities and income from house property under section 80p, that society should not be a housing society, should not be a urban consumer society, should not be a society engaged in transporting business, should not be a society engaged in manufacturing or processing with the aid of power, and their gross total income is less than rupees 20,000. The income from interest on securities and income from house property is allowed as deduction in full. Here, the gross total income is less than rupees 20,000 and therefore this income from interest on securities and income from house property are allowed as deduction under such 80p in full. Then we are entering into the computation of total income. First, income from house property rupees 2,300. Income from business processing without the aid of power rupees 6,000. Other business rupees 5,000. Fishing and allied activities rupees 4,000. These are three business incomes under the head income from business. Third head, income from other source, rupees 2,500. Total 19,800 being gross total income. Less deductions under section 80. 80P, fishing and allied activities, rupees 4,000. Processing without the aid of power, rupees 6,000. Other business income, rupees 5,000. Income from house property, rupees 2,300. Interest on securities, rupees 2,500. The aggregated deduction under such 80P, 19,800. Deductions under such 80 from gross total income, we get total income nil. As the gross total income is nil, there is no tax liability. Tax payable nil. So thank you.